Hey, what's up, friends? Buzz coming from Reborn Mind, Body, Soul. And if you're watching this, you believe in becoming your own ultimate superhero and becoming the best version of yourself. So my intention with this video is to show you guys the process of what I've been going through and how things eventually just click into place when you're ready for it. So if you haven't hit the button already, hit the subscribe button and let's get into it. Alright, so if you haven't watched the video of me becoming broke, let me just fill you in on what happened after becoming broke. And it has been a crazy last couple days. Of course, it has always been like that. So essentially, my bank account hit negative in the negatives, even more beyond what that last video I showed. And so I had to call for an SOS. I'd rather borrow money from someone than from the bank, obviously with the interest, but that takes time to get here. And what I realized was you should probably call for an SOS before it gets really SOS. So basically, about 5 days ago, for about 4 days, I really ate on peanuts, just going through and only eating the food that I had left in my bag, you know, missing meals, and really feeling the malnourishment in my body, which affected my mind. With getting the internship at this gym, you know, what happens in life is that, you know, things are happening and the gym doesn't know my situation and they don't know how like intense it's been, and they said they'd call me, and that was on Saturday and it's now Thursday, and I got to the point where it's just like, okay, I'm not eating really, I'm eating one meal a day, if that. And if you can call it a meal, I'd have no money and my gas tank's at a quarter left. So I can't really drive to too many places. And they said that they would contact me on Saturday, said that they'd contact me on Monday, and there was crickets until today. So those 4 days, it's just like, I went through one more of those freakouts. I just couldn't handle it at like 5 a.m. in the morning. I just fucking lost it. And I just couldn't hold myself back because this has been such an intense feeling. Now, in these intense feelings, this is really great because when I go through that intensity, I send out my vibration that I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm ready for a change. I can't handle this any longer. And that sends out a big frequency to what it is you want. So then after that moment, you let that animosity or that anger or that intensity out of yourself. You now switch it to being like, okay, what do I want? I want to get out of this van. I want to be making money. I want to be at a place where I'm making money right now. Like, I can't handle this. I'm at negatives, right? Like, and so what happened is today I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna call this guy. I can't do this any longer. So I called the manager and we communicated, and turns out there was just this beautiful click that just happened. And so what happened is I called the guy, and what he said was, hey, we've been working through some processes, trying to figure out some online training. This is a new system we're setting up. We can have you start around mid-April. With my situation, with the opportunity I have, with where I'm at, you know, I can't really sit till that long. So him and I worked out a situation, and anyways, I can work out that I can still do the training online, which is awesome. They need me to do the training online before I can even start in their gym. I have an opportunity in Vegas to, you know, I've got an opportunity there. So I have a network. I've been there already. So everything kind of all set in place. So I gave, you know, there a what's up, and I'm on my way there. So out of nowhere, it's like I can still go do the opportunity I have in Vegas. On top of, I can still be working towards this internship. I can work on this internship online. So oddly enough, all that pressure, just in all this pressure of 4 months moved to this 1 minute of it just all clicked in. It's like last night my money came in, so I was able to fill up the van, I was able to buy food, and then this morning I'm in the parking lot at the library, and I called the guy, sorted that out, called the guy in Vegas, sorted that out, and all of a sudden my brother calls me out of nowhere, and his situation is kind of fading out too. So I called him and I was like, hey, I got a meeting at 6, but I'm gonna go meet you. I'm gonna come to your place and chill with you for a night before I go to Vegas. He just called me right now. He's like, hey, look, the situation's like this. I said, yep, come into the van and we're heading to Vegas. So through all that turmoil, through all that intensity of thinking and thoughts, somehow, some way, it always works out. Now, this is 5 minutes to learn, a lifetime to master. So although I know these concepts and the processes to go within my internal messaging with my feelings and the intensity of my thoughts, because I have the techniques and I'm learning the techniques, I get to apply them in real time. And so my joy of spreading this to you is so that you can watch this journey time for time in real time and watch me go through the processes and the information that I'm going to share with you guys. You can watch that at the same time and see the story kind of develop. The journey gets discovered. So that was a look at where I'm at. I'm off to Vegas and I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know where or what's gonna come of it. I'm super excited just for a change, man. Like, I've been doing the same thing. Like, I'm at the library again, you know, however many days I've been here. So I'm just excited for a change, and let's see what happens. Let's see what happens.